Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah Shemikah Hakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Peace and salutation to the brother doing the work of sincerity and the truth, the hopeful elect. Brothers that's waiting, praying every day for Yahweh Shema Shah's return so we can get out this place. Peace and salutation to you, brothers. Just want to get into an exhortation just about the niggas that's falling out the truth, who turned their back on the word and just basically became niggas. And you know, for the it's all for the sake of the word, man. For what Yahweh Shema Shah said was gonna happen. So like you know, you got guys that's people that's gonna come in, and they're gonna come in, they're gonna fall out, but they're gonna try to take people with them. You know, you got guys that do that, like the Three Stooges that was in the car. I guess they had another video with a fourth guy, and they had was speaking and about how they left being a Hebrew Israelite. Hey man, that's because they had ears and seduction in the world, and they want to be in the world. You know, they wanted to stay in the world. You know, they missed family. You know, they missed doing things that please them, not please Yahweh Shem Shah. So these guys are gonna come into the fold, and they're gonna be against the truth, against the word of Yahweh Shem Shah. You know, they're gonna be against brothers. They're gonna hate the fact that brother spirits are focused on this word. All right, so let's get into the word. All right, this is First Timothy 4:1. It says, "Now the Spirit speaketh especially that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils." All right, we got guys that leave the faith that was once brought to them and went into the world, basically to go back into the Christian church or the black church, which is a whole fallacy or fable, or it's wickedness in its whole self. You know, you got people in there that you got adultery in there, you got a whole bunch of things. But in this thing, as a Hebrew Israelite, you can't come in here being a nigger, you know, or the Lord gonna purge you out regardless. So that's how the spirit works. In them church, you can continue to be an asshole. You can do whatever there, and they still say, "Come as you are." You know, so you come as you are to them is you can come in some tennis shoes at the church without dress shoes. You know, but they still the spirit of them stays in there. You know, the pastor is as wicked as everybody else. You know. Verse 2, it says, "Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with the hot iron." So it said guys come in, they fall out, and not because their mind was still stuck on what they can do in the world. You know, so they start looking at other YouTube videos. That's why the apostles and the elders tell us, "Hey, look, don't be going into those other philosophies, or those philosophies, and making up the philosophies of things of what you say, the black conscious community." You know, yeah, guys that leave, and a lot of times it's because of money. A lot of guys want to be able to smoke weed. See, and because they see that weed is a plant, they feel like, hey, they can smoke it. Hey, but I mean, the scripture, you can actually ingest it, but they still want to smoke it. They want to look cool because of the world, man. Don't fall into a world, you know. But guys is gonna fall out, you know, and they're gonna have to pay for that, you know, because what they came in and they turned their back on you. How about Shema Shah? All right, let's go to 2 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 3. Okay. Okay, let's go. All right. All right. Let's start at 3. It says, "For the time will come when," let's start from 1. This is the 2 Timothy 4:1. It says, "I will charge thee, therefore, before Yahweh Shema Shah and our Lord Yahweh Shah, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom." It says, verse 2, "Preach the word, be instant in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke." See, these guys wouldn't be able to take that, man. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Okay, they're not going to be able to suffer that thing, man. You know, they to reprove and rebuke. You know, being rebuked, exhort. See, exhorting is, let's go into the word exhort. You know, the word 3870. I'm not good at pronouncing this. Parak, alio, parakialio. You know, to call to one side, call for a summit to address, to speak. Okay, the call upon which may be done in the way of exhortation, treaty, comfort, instruction, etc., to admonish. They don't want to be admonished, man. All right, exhort, to beg, to entreat, to beseech, to strive, to appeal, by the treaty, to console. All right, you got to call out. Okay, it says with all long suffering and doctrine, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. So the doctrine that was presented to him was there. It was they were given. It was not taken into them. It was, they didn't absorb it as the word of Yahweh Shimon Shai. They got tired of doing this work. Their will and their spirit gave up on it. You know. All right. It says they will not endure sound doctrine. But after their own lust, because that's what they were going after, their own lust. The guys that fall out really after their own lust. They're after the world. They after rap careers. They after the women that they can have, or they after just doing adultery. You know, this bitch like me, she got a man. He won't leave. I'ma just fuck her anyway. I'ma just smash her anyway. You know, they want to be in the world. They see nothing going on. That's why the scriptures say long suffering. No, the Most High is long suffering, so He'll get you in the time you don't expect. And when you come in this truth and you fall out, it's gonna be even worse for you. So hey, we might as well stay in the truth. It says, but after their own lust, and they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, right? And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and they shall be turned to fables. So it's a lot of these guys that's going into the fables of the world. So hey, when you come into this thing, man, know what you went to. Know what you into. Not because you see guys that's on the street corner yelling at the so-called white man, giving them hell. You know, that's a small part of this. Hey, the kingdom is the great part of it. Calling out the hope, the gospel is the greatest part of this thing, man. Right. Let me just read verse 5. He says, but watch thou in all things, endure, continue, endure affliction, because we're going to have that. Do the work of an evangelist. Make full proof of thy ministry. All right? Full proof. So when we do it, say, prove thyself. You got to prove yourself when you win this thing. Proof. You know, somebody come up, you can battle them with the word and the scriptures, man. And that's why you got brothers out there that assist in this thing. Okay? Let's go to Jeremiah. You know, I'm make it a little quicker. Jeremiah. Eyes don't work well. Jeremiah 23. Okay, and 26. Jeremiah 23 and 26. It says, how long shall this be in the hearts of the prophets, that prophets are lies, right? Yea, they are prophets, but they're prophets of the seats of their own hearts. There's a lot of that. So now these guys who sit in the car, guys that sit in the highways of the Bible, used to sit in the highways of the Bible, fall out, who have changed the doctrine. Now they were already coming out their own heart. And now they're speaking out of their own heart. Verse 27, he said, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor and to their father, and have forgotten the name, my name for Baal. So they in the church, the Christian church, that's what they're doing. The black church, they see Caesar Borgia. You got guys, you got pastors that know the name. You heard them say the name. They came to the camp and still continue to in the name Jesus. The Most High is gonna get them, man. All right. Let's go to Matthew 18:7. Matthew chapter 18, verse 7. It says, woe unto the world because of offenses For I must need be that offenses must come, but woe to the man that whom the offense is coming. So be careful when you come and you try to slander the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, like Polite, etc. Other guys who want to change the name, who want to change doctrines. I mean, bringing offenses unto brothers. And the Lord is always there, man. The Lord is always ready to harm, to put you in your ass. All right, let's go to Luke 17. Okay, Luke chapter 17, verse 1. It says, Then said he unto his disciples, It is impossible, but that offenses will come, but woe unto him through whom they come. It were better for him that a millstone was hang about his neck, and he cast into the sea, than that he should offend one of these little ones. See, he's offended. A offense is gonna come, but woe to him that you bring that offense, man. Who lying, who's slanderous, See, the so-called white man is gonna fall into this pit. He gonna get that destruction regardless. That's automatic. But you Israelites, man, you guys who change and fall out for nothing, just for your worldly or for your pride, your chances is that the Most High is gonna give you a swift ass kicking, All right. It says, take heed to yourself. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him, and if he repent, forgive him. So we can repent. If brother repent, you can forgive him. All right. Go to 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. 1 Corinthians 11:19. It says, For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. So the things it's going to be brought up. It's going to be seen. The heresies that you brought, it's going to be brought. It's going to be brought in front. It's going to be manifested. Okay. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right. So it says, let no man deceive you. So don't be deceived, But the scripture also said that if they can also deceive the very elect, which is not going to happen, you by any means, for that day shall come, except there shall come a falling away. So we had to go into slavery and things of that nature, All right. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. So we know perilous times will come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, and disobedient to their parents, and unthankful, unholy. Right? They trade their truth for a lie. Without natural affecting, truth breakers, accusing, incontinent, fierce, despisers of what that's good. They're traitors, heady, high-minded. That's what guys are. When they lead the truth, they get proud. Instead of just going ahead, doing the work, continue in it, they get proud. And lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Having a form of godliness, they out here speaking like they got it right, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away, because they, actually after a while, when guys like that do all that, they fall out and go into obscurity. Okay, James chapter 3, verse 10. 3 verse 15. James chapter 3, verse 15. Okay, this is wisdom, descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish. This wisdom, if we go up, but if ye be bitter, envying, and strife in your hearts, glory and not lie, and lie not against the truth. That's these guys they're doing. They're lying against the word. They're lying against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're lying against brothers. All right. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish. For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. So these guys bring confusion, and you got guys that fall in the trenches with this thing. Now you got guys. Hey, you get a couple of guys that fall out who was actually in the work. Now they changing the whole thing. They don't even want to be Israelites no more because certain guys like that, man. Right? Certain guys that fall out, they used to like, they was cool with. Hey, you can forget that cool shit. If it ain't right, hey, you don't stick around. This is Second Peter 2:1. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people. Right. So you got guys that's gonna be in the false prophets, and even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. They're gonna bring upon themselves with destruction. So it's gonna be fake. It's gonna be guys that's gonna creep in. That's what Scripture said. They're gonna be creeping unawares. And these dudes are every day. They're in the camps. They want to spoil brothers' liberty where they live at, and certain things, and then they want to. We got guys that don't even have the doctrine. They saying they're Israelites. They want to talk about Great Millstone all day. Be aware of guys like that, man. This is 2 Peter 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts. About their own thing, going their own way. Okay, I got a few scriptures left. This is 1 John 2:18. Because you got guys that's gonna try to drag people out. All this damnable things, man. The heresies, all the mocking, all the murmuring. It's gonna stop sooner or later, man. This is 1 John 2:18. It says, little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now there are many Antichrists, thereby we know that it is the last time. That's how we know. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. So, the Most High, he sweep these niggas out of here. The guy that was always proud all the time and shit, couldn't tell him nothing. He didn't want to listen to shit. He wouldn't be he would do just as little just so he can get by, kind of causing strife. Oh, the guy you just didn't realize. It's many things that Most High just God would do certain things and mess up his whole salvation for just a box, so for some used box. All right. This is Revelation chapter 16 and 14. Revelation 16 and 14. This is, for they are the spirits of devils. These niggas are spirits of devils, working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and the whole world, to gather them to the battle. I don't know if that's the right scripture. No, that wasn't it. Well, okay, but that wasn't the right scripture. Salakia, but so with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Ashah Bashim Kakadash, peace, salutations, and shalom.